in our guts. I gotta be on point cause I'm big bro. Yeah, he got a stick, it ain't shit though. He probably scared to bust, he ain't clipped up. Pussy.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jay here and bringing you guys back another YouTube video. Today I'll be talking about being delusional about your weight. Now, before the video starts, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. I'm getting way more consistent with the content on this channel. I'm starting to upload way more. I'll be talking about weight loss, what you can do for your weight, inspirational stuff. I'll be talking about music stuff too. I'm starting to bring vlogs in here, especially being outside, especially since it's starting to get hot outside in summer. I'll be vlogging outside way more, maybe bringing some of my friends on this channel. And while you're at it, I'll be putting a link in the bio of me and my friend talking on the podcast yesterday. He was asking me about my weight loss journey and my motivation for it and what I had to do in order to lose weight and just my whole process of doing that. So I'll be leaving the link down in the bio, and I'll be leaving his YouTube channel. His name is Bryce, and his podcast is called The Cartier Show. So yeah, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's get right into it. So yeah, being delusional about your weight. You know, we have all these social movements set up into place, such as fat acceptance and all these safe spaces, which is nothing wrong with that. I agree with that, especially in the race aspect. You know, like I feel like a lot of things were, you know, being brought to attention, such as, you know, just race in general, you know, like gay people being discriminated against. My bad, guys. Gay people being discriminated against, race, just overall discrimination. I don't feel like it's right to discriminate against bigger people in no way, shape, or form before I start this video. I don't feel like it's right at all. I feel like no one is better than no one, you know. We're all human at the end of the day. We all bleed the same. But I do also agree with the fact that everyone needs to take care of their health. You know, you want to live a long, healthy life. Just because, you know, you might be fine today, that don't mean that you'll be fine tomorrow as far as your weight affecting you. And there is scientific data, no matter how much the fat acceptance people try to say it, and no matter how much people try to deny it, but there's irrefutable evidence of, you know, being overweight and being really big is actually detrimental to your health. So yeah, just being delusional about your weight. We always, you know, we all got, you know, people in our family, or we all know somebody who like, oh, well, I'm big and that's just destined how, you know, I guess I'm just destined to be that big. I guess I'm just destined to be like that. And that's just one way of people being delusional, because it's almost like a dice roll. It's almost like you know, you just leaving it up to chance at that point, you know, like whatever happens. And that's a terrible mindset to have, because you absolutely have control of your weight. Like I made a video about that, you know, a couple months ago, I made a video about that. And, you know, we need to stop with that mindset, because it's very toxic and it's very harmful, because it feels like, you know, just because your family is big, you have to be big too. You know, like you can't end that cycle. That's just like if I say like, oh, well, my whole family's addicted to heroin, so that means I'm gonna be addicted to heroin too. Like, what type of mindset is that? That's a terrible fucking mindset, you know? And we all got people who, you know, in our lives, or even ourselves, you know what I'm saying? People that we love, people that we care about ourselves, you know, we looking in that mirror, or we're looking at them, and you might be thinking like, wow, they got pretty big, or wow, we got pretty big. But then you're just like, hey, you kind of shrug it off and like, oh, well, somebody love me for me, and it is what it is. But somebody will love you for you. That may be the facts, that may be true, but you don't love yourself, and I feel like that's the most important part. If you don't love yourself, then none of this stuff matters. You know, no matter how much clothes you put on, no matter how much makeup, no matter how many haircuts you get, no matter how many showers you take, no matter what you do as far as self-improvement goes, if you don't work on the inner core as far as your weight and the outside, I mean, it really doesn't matter, you know. And who wants to really deal with that? You know, you have to go through all these extra steps just to make yourself feel okay, and then you're still not okay. You know, you going through the process of, you know, doing all this extra stuff, putting on all this makeup so your face looks slimmer, and, you know, putting all this lipstick and concealer. I have nothing against makeup. You know, if a woman chooses to wear makeup, I have nothing wrong with that. As long as she look good to me, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Or with a guy, you know, putting on all these fresh clothes to kind of hide away from the fact that he's really big just because he got all these brands on. And like I said, you do what you do. You know, I'm not judging that. I mean, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you feel good, right? But at the same time, I don't really feel like that's the right way to go about it. you have to work on the inner, you have to work on the core first before you can start working on the outer layer. How are you gonna work on the outer layer but you're not even working on the inner? You know what I'm saying? And the outer is reflected on the inner. No matter how we like it or not, we're looking at somebody who's really big. You know, the first couple things that we're thinking about is like, or how they let themselves get that big, and how they do this and how do they like, a lot of people try to act like, they're on this high horse and they don't judge people. We all judge people whether we like it or not. That's just the way it goes. We all do it. Every single one of us do it. We all do it. No matter how much you want to try to dispute about, I don't do that. I'm an angel. I'm a good person. I don't do that. Yeah, okay. That's some straight bull crap, and we all know that, And, we just got to be real with ourselves. It's no point on lying to yourself, because the only person that you're hurting is yourself. You're not hurting anybody. You're not you're not helping anybody by lying to yourself, and you're definitely not helping yourself. Everybody can tell when you're big, so no matter how much you try to hide it, we can all tell you're big. And I feel like another thing about being delusional about this weight loss, I feel like COVID has really kind of amped that up in a way, because we like to call it COVID weight, and which is true. A lot of people did get sedentary because a lot of people that got laid off, or jobs was canceled, jobs was canceled, people got laid off, so it wasn't, they didn't have it, they didn't have the same routine, they didn't have the same lifestyle, especially people being on lockdown, with them only really being able to go to grocery stores if they were able to do that, only going to grocery stores and just coming in and out. People were left to their vices. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, and especially Americans, and in these first world countries such as the UK and America, our vices mainly is when it comes to food. Our vices are food. Drinking and smoking too, sure, but I feel like you can see the food more. The smoking and drinking, that's kind of like almost an overtime type thing. What I'm saying? And that's still terrible to do long term, don't get me wrong. And if you do those, don't try to do it as much. And if you do it, just try to eliminate it and try to win yourself off of it. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, as far as the food, people are left to their vices in COVID, so you already know. Start packing on pounds. Almost like a squirrel hibernating. In a way, I had to say it like that, but almost like a squirrel hibernating in a way, they're, hiding all these nuts and stuff like that, hiding all these berries and food, for the winter. And that's how a lot of people was. They really packed on the weight, since COVID last year. But it's like, bro, it's a whole new year, Not to say that COVID isn't still a thing, COVID is still not going to continue to be a thing in the future, but, that was last March. It's May. It's about to be June next month. We're almost halfway through the year. So at this point, what excuse do you really have? You had a whole house to work out in. You still have ample amount of time, I'm pretty sure, because a lot of people weren't doing anything. A lot of people were getting unemployment. You got all these videos and stuff like that to look at. So what were you really doing with your time? You weren't really investing it wisely. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about being delusional. People say that they don't have time. Especially like, I don't have time, I can't lose weight. What do you mean you ain't got time? But you party every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not a secret anymore to lose weight. It's been countless amount of books that you can read. There's countless amount of YouTube videos. Shit, if I need help on getting a workout or getting exercise correctly, what's the first thing I'll do? I'll look it up on Reddit, or I'll look it up on YouTube, and I get some opinions about it. You know what I'm saying? Especially about this body recomposition, hypertrophy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Just whole body recomposition in general, just powerlifting moves and calisthenics. I learned all about that through media. We have the whole internet. We have a whole tool in our hands, so it's no reason why you should be delusional. It's no exceptions anymore. It's just a done deal. It's either one of two things. It's either you lazy or you not. There's no in between. There's no cutting corners. Cutting corners. There's no, halfway there. It's either you do it or you don't. And I feel like we all have the choice to leave chance up to a dice roll like that. I feel like that's very unfortunate. But I can't say like I haven't been there at one point, so I definitely understand. But you have to get out of that before it continues further, before you start really getting big, and then next thing you know, you might be on my 600-pound life. Yeah, that's an exaggeration. It might sound like an exaggeration, but I mean, a lot of people are well on their way there. A lot of people are almost in the 400 range. People that you probably know, you probably think, oh, they don't look that big. They always big. You know what I'm saying? But that's very detrimental to their health because they're probably not going to change because they're like, why change if, you know, people still like me the same? And why change if people saying I'm okay? So, you know, sometimes it's hard to have a conversation with people about the weight. And, you know, I might get into that in another video. But as far as that goes, I mean, if you really love somebody, I feel like you'll tell them, but just don't, if you're going to tell them, just don't do it in a harsh way. I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people say, like, it's not your business, and it's really not, you know what I'm saying? But if you're going to comment on it, just try to do it in the most positive way you can, because I know a lot of people could be sensitive about that, like I was when I was bigger, but that's the stuff that I need to hear, because when I was hearing that, that kind of motivated me to lose it even more. But yeah, guys, don't want to make this video too long, but yeah, being delusional about your weight, you know, we all got to stop that. We always got to take control. We got to do what we got to do. You know, let's take care of business. And, you know, it's 2021. Let's get on the grind this summer. You know, summer about to come up. It's June next month. You want to get that beach body, right? You know, you trying to get it right? You know? But, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell for the notifications. It's Jay Hidden. I'm out. Peace.